Tezcatlipocan in Guatemala. Many of you are probably wondering what the heck we're doing in a house and why we're not in our tiny home on wheels. Well, today we're going to share with you guys a goal and a dream that we have to accomplish over the next couple of years, and that is to have our own tiny house and live off the land. So over the next however many months that we're traveling through Central America, we're going to visit as many tiny homes as we can to gain inspiration and hopefully turn this into a reality one day. So we're going to share this journey with you guys, and this tiny home that we're in right now has so much inspiration, so we can't wait to show you guys around. One of the most unique and coolest things about this home in particular is that it's actually built into a mountainside right on Lake Atitlan. So as you walk out of the bedroom, of course, the first thing that you see is beautiful, beautiful Lake Atitlan with a couple of the surrounding towns on the lake. And the thing about Lake Atitlan is it's known for its rich Mayan heritage. And you'll notice as you travel from town to town, each town practices its Mayan traditions very differently. And some of the amazing things that you'll find here are authentic Mayan cooking, handmade textiles and clothing, and people speaking a handful of different languages that sounds like nothing you've ever heard before. So now it's time for me to start my day, so let's head to the bathroom. So before I take care of my morning business, I want to show you guys the bathroom. So the first thing that I noticed when I walked into the bathroom is the absolute obvious presence of the mountainside. So all of the rocks here were here before. They just built the bathroom around the natural elements. So you'll see there's not a lot of decorations. They're really just trying to make you feel like you're part of nature and everything around you is natural. So my absolute favorite part of this bathroom definitely has to be the sink. This is the first sink that I've actually seen without a real bowl. They just built a bowl out of rocks that they put together, threw some sand and soil in there, and called it a day. Another really cool thing is the open and spaciousness of this. There's no door, there's just this little curtain, and everything is still open and within nature. So I think it's really cool that you come into the bathroom and you still feel like you're living in nature. Now we're gonna walk up to the third level of the house, which happens to be the shower. The really interesting thing about this bathroom is that it's very minimally decorated, but still so freaking beautiful. So instead of having pictures on the walls or huge mirrors in here, they decided to open the space up with gigantic windows that allow you to look out onto Lake Atitlan and all of the surrounding villages. The decorations that they do have here happen to be handmade by the natives in this town. For an example, this traditional Mayan rug that you see on the ground here, this was handmade in one of these surrounding towns here on Lake Atitlan. Something my boyfriend Jordan and I have been very used to over the last couple of years since traveling in our little tiny home on wheels is showering with some of the most beautiful views of the world. So today is one of those few times that I'm still going to be able to experience that, but from the comfort of inside a home. So now it's time to truly enjoy this space, take a nice hot shower, and put my face on. Well, that was probably the most magical shower of my life. Now let's go check out the kitchen. The coolest thing that I love about this kitchen is that even though it's so big and open and spacious, because of all the natural elements that they use, like the wood and the brick and the stone, it gives you this kind of cozy feel. I think it's so freaking cool how raw and primal the kitchen feels. So not only do you actually hear the sounds of nature when you walk up into it, you actually feel like you're a part of it. From the unfinished tree trunks that are acting as pillars that hold up the thatch roof, to the wooden countertops, and even to the railings that are made from branches that even still have the bark on them. So the kitchen here is a fully functioning kitchen. So we have a 4-burner stovetop, an oven, we have a mini fridge, tons of counter space to do all your food prepping, and a massive sink made out of stone and concrete. Guys, check this freaking chair out. Have you ever seen a chair like this?
Take a seat in it.
Oh shoot, it swings. So while we explore all of these little tiny homes with you guys, it's gonna be super important for us to kind of find little things that we want to take with us as inspiration. This chair definitely being one of them. So after we spend our time cooking up our meals in the kitchen, we usually end up finding ourselves in this little space here, which I guess you could call the living room. So it's a perfect place to relax, kick your feet up, take in this beautiful view, read a book, whatever it is that you desire. And I think it's really cool because you can tell that the fabric on the couch here was definitely made from the locals here in town. So even the base of the couch is made from twigs and sticks that they've just bent into shape to make a couch. So before we head to my absolute favorite spot of this house, I need to show you guys this boulder. That is a nice boulder. It's like your own personal rock climbing wall. Pretty dang cool. So now we are back to where we started, which just so happens to be my absolute favorite part of this house. And it kind of feels like the heart of the home here, and that is the bedroom. So the two major things that really stick out to me is, of course, first of all, the view. Anywhere you go in this house, you're gonna have the most amazing, amazing view. But with the bedroom, it's almost like a 180-degree view that you have. The second thing is the brick oven wood-fired stove here. There's nothing like laying in bed and heating up the space with an actual bedside fire. It really stays so cozy and warm in here, especially with the rock walls, the brick walls, the wood ceiling. It truly is a cozy cottage built into the mountainside. We're so happy and grateful that we got to experience this and stay in this little tiny home and take you guys along for the journey. This is something that we're going to start to do a little bit more as we gain inspiration to someday have our own tiny home off-grid somewhere in the world. And we're so excited to take you guys along for the journey. But this is just step one.